Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the podcast. Today is a very special episode. But before we get into it, please like, subscribe, do all of that stuff to keep on watching us. So today, we have easily one of the greatest barbers in Lafayette, our hometown. He is a father, and he's also my wife's cousin. Please welcome Cristian Hernandez onto the podcast.
What's up, bro?
How's it going, man?
Good, man. Appreciate you making the drive.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, dude. How was your drive? Real fast. Because I know sometimes around this area it gets hella trafficy.
Yeah, bro. I definitely did hit traffic.
Yeah.
Sitting there doing like 15 miles an hour. I'm like, damn. Looking at the time, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't too bad for the most part.
Nice. So we'll just get into it, bro. You're a barber, which is super cool. How long you been doing that for?
So I've been doing it for maybe about 4 years on and off. But this past year, I decided to take it more consistently and decided to do it full time. I still have a full time job, so like barbering, I just do it on the side, like most of the weekends. Man. But if somebody hits me like, hey, I need a haircut throughout the week, I'm like, yeah, like what day works for you,
Nice.
But yeah, man. So hoping maybe this coming year I'm able to quit my full time job and do barbering full time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just started barber school yesterday, so get that out of the way. Yeah. So get that out of the way, get my license, and just do it full time, man.
I didn't know you were also working like a full time job. I thought being a barber was a full time job. What was your full time job?
Not yet. I wish it was, but still got to make that consistent paycheck.
Yeah. I get you.
Barber school and all that stuff. So yeah, still working my, second shift job at Subaru. So
how did you get into barbering or cutting hair?
So it started off like, I don't know, man. Something about being like in that barbershop environment, like it felt like kind of cool to me. And then I was like, I'm gonna give it a try. And then it's kind of like a little side hustle. And then I ended up liking it. I really enjoyed it. Connecting with those clients and stuff. It was just a cool experience. And then I took some time off. And then I was like, man, like I really do. I was thinking about it. I was like, I really do like barbering. So I was like, I'm just trying to do it full time.
Yeah.
And then ever since, like, something that I enjoy.
Yeah, because as a barber, you have the ability to kind of change somebody's day.
Yeah, literally.
Because I know I'll go through phases of feeling kind of like meh or down or something like that. But then as soon as I go get a haircut and I'm like, get all freshened up, my beard gets lined up and everything.
It changes your mood.
Immediately, dude.
Bro, yeah.
I walk out and I'm feeling great.
It's like a couple inches, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, I agree with that. Like a good barbershop, like in the inside, when you actually go in, there's that like ambiance. You know what I mean? Like you go in and it feels good. Everyone's just kind of chilling, talking, just cutting hair, making people look fresh.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a cool vibe. Like, you go into the shop, you get your hair cut, you feel good, you look good.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, it's a cool environment. You're in there talking to your barber. Like, you can have some deep conversations with them.
Yeah.
We're low-key, like, therapists, bro.
No,
low-key.
I agree. Yeah, I totally agree, man.
So, I mean, yeah, it's cool. Like, maybe your client's having a bad day or something, and they talk to you, and, like, you give them some advice or something, and it's like, oh, shit, like, I didn't look at it this way, but now that you say it, you're right, So it's cool. Like, you change people's moods, you change your appearance. Mm-hmm. So it's just a good time, man. And I do enjoy a good conversation.
Yeah,
it makes time go by faster, and you're like, oh shit, like you're done. Like,
yeah, so that's true. Because I've definitely back when I had hair, I was definitely that client that showed up. Was on my phone like before I even like got my hair cut, and then once I got into the chair, Raj didn't even talk. But not because I didn't want to like start a conversation with them, but because like I've got to take my glasses off and I can't really see anything. Mm-hmm. And usually when I'm in that mode, I'm just like fucking blank minded or just thinking about other stuff. And like the lady that would cut my hair, I don't know if you know her, Luz.
Yeah.
She would cut my hair and she would talk to every time I would show up. She would forget that I'm Mexican and always start talking to me in English. And I'd respond to her in Spanish. She's like, oh, me recuerdo de ti. And I'm like, yeah. And then
and you're like, bro, you saw me 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. But I definitely feel like going to a barber, especially if you go to the right barber, it definitely is kind of like a therapy session in a way. Yeah. Because I know for Gabby and I's wedding, I went to Oh shit, I don't remember where it was, but David Sanchez cut my hair, or not my hair. He lined up my beard.
Yeah, so he's a part of our team over at Fresh Factory.
Oh, let's go.
He's nice with it, man. His face come out blurry. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I went over to him the day before my wedding, and I'm like, dude, because I do my own beard like this. It's not like too great, so I'm like, I got to get it fresh for the wedding.
Yeah.
So I went over to him, and he got me lined up pretty good. And while we were there, he was just talking about like his life. We're talking about my life. I'm like, damn. After that, I'm like, I'm ready to go for the day.
Yeah. And David, dude, like he's a really cool guy. Like he'll talk to you about anything. Like I don't think I've ever heard him not talk to one of his clients. He's always talking to you about something. So he's a really cool, nice guy. You know, he's one of the guys. You know.
Yeah, he was I think a part of Lupe Casas Quinceañera.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was a chambelán, and that's kind of where I met him.
Yeah, he was, because we were both a part of that.
Yeah, and then my uncle married one of his aunts.
Okay.
Yeah, so every now and then we'd see him at like a family get together.
Right.
Yeah.
Was he? No, he wasn't part of Karen's, right? Because it was Chris.
Yeah. Chris.
Yep,
yes.
Chris. That's the homie.
Yes. Oh yeah, Karen's quinceañera is where I met you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
That. Yeah.
Nice. So a question I've always wondered. So sometimes I'll go to a barber, right? Mm-hmm. And then let's say for whatever reason, like I've been trying to schedule with this guy and I haven't been able to. I'll just go with no haircut until I'm able to go with him because I feel like I'm cheating if I go to another barber. Do you, as a barber, if you see a client go with somebody else that has been yours, do you feel like they're cheating on you, or you're just kind of like, whatever, bro, like I understand? Like let's just say just one time they move over and get a haircut just because they need a haircut.
I mean, it's like when you see her, like, damn, bro, like that.
Yeah, see, I always wondered that.
But I also understand, like, people need their haircuts, right?
Yeah.
And like I'm the same way. Like I go to my barber, and if he goes on vacation, like, bro, I need my weekly haircut. You know,
yeah,
like I'm gonna get it one way or another. Like, sorry, bro, but gotta get my haircut. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like I keep going to him after that, and the same thing with me. Like clients, they come back. You know. So
yeah.
It's not too bad. I mean,
yeah, because for me, like finding a barber is kind of hard, because I go to one and I may not like how they do my hair that time, so then I won't go back to that establishment because I don't want to get another barber there and see that person again because I feel like I already established some kind of loyalty there.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I ever get the chance to go to Lafayette to get my haircut, I always do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, I've had a few barbers. Like my very first barber was Kevin Vargas.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah, he gave me my first fade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was like my first actual barber, like when he started out in his basement, and then it got to the point where like he kept getting like booked out for weeks. Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like, bro,
yeah.
I want to get my hair cut, man.
Yeah.
And then I went to Ivan, and then he was a barber for a while, and then now I go with Rigo, and I learned my lesson, bro. Like every time I'm in his chair before I leave, or that same day, I will book my haircut for the next week, so that way I know I have my spot.
Yeah. Because if not, it'll get booked up right away.
Yeah, and their barbers, bro, were like they get booked up pretty fast.
Yeah, man.
So like if you're not on it, like you're gonna wait, you know.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I've had a haircut scheduled like 2 months in advance.
Yeah.
Like over there.
Yeah, it's like especially with Kevin, bro. Like he's probably already booked out for the rest of the month.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah. Same thing with Ivan.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's Rigo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if you're not on it, you're gonna be waiting unless you pay the squeeze me in price, which they all set their own prices at,
right?
Or like a last minute opening opens up.
Yeah.
So with that, like if a last minute opening opens up, is that just something you post to Instagram? Or
yeah, you post it through your social medias, and whoever first come first serve, whoever gets it, you know.
So now with like appointments, do you guys how often do you get like walk-ins? That like no appointment, they just show up like, hey man, I want a haircut. Like usually how long of a wait is that?
So what I've been doing lately was like, hey man, if you want to come back in an hour, you know, like if I'm in the middle of a haircut, come back in like in 30, 45 minutes, I can get you in. And that's what they'll do. Like, I don't know, maybe they have like around a few errands, or if they're cool with waiting, you know, they'll have a seat until you're done, and then it's their turn. But yeah, I mean, it's just a hit or miss sometimes.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes you're busy, sometimes you're not.
So how excited are you guys now that you're at a like downtown location?
So I'm at the Earl location. We have 2 locations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we have the one on Earl, which I'm at, and then we have the downtown one, which I was there this past Sunday just doing walk-ins stuff, taking care of walk-ins.
Yeah.
It's a cool place. It's definitely bigger than
Yeah.
where we were at before. It's a cool vibe, man. Being downtown, like being around that downtown environment, you do see a lot of more people.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool shop, man. I really like it.
Do you guys find that you could be getting more clients now that you've got like a physical store location like downtown?
Yeah, I mean, when I was there was quite a bit of people that walked in on Sunday, so that was cool. So, like, they do definitely get foot traffic through the downtown one. And I feel like downtown, because before I went to Fresh Factory, I was talking to another shop, and they're like, yeah, man, like, honestly, like, walk-ins, we don't get too many.
Yeah.
And then I was like, damn, like, that's how you build your clientele, So I was like, I don't know if that's going to work for me. And then over with Kevin, there's like, yeah, man, like, walk-ins, just keep walking in through the door, And I feel like you have to be able to, like, to present yourself. Because over with us, we have a sign hanging off the building, with like Fresh Factory Barbershop. Yeah. And on the windows, it has the Fresh Factory Barbershop. So people know it's a barbershop. And the other location, the other barbershop, they have an LED sign outside their window with their shop name. And I feel like people don't really see that. So they don't know it's a barbershop unless they happen to like look into the window. So
because it'll just say Fresh Factory on the LED sign.
It'll say the name of the shop on the other one. And
I understand what you're saying.
So like you're walking past it, and unless you happen to like catch out of the corner of your eye, you don't know it's a barbershop.
Right.
And with us, we have a sign hanging off the building, so when you're walking, you're obviously going to see it.
Right. You just have to look like right above you. And it's right there.
Because you're going to walk underneath of it, and then if you look into the shop, we have a big sticker that says Fresh Factory Barbershop, so you know it's a barbershop.
Yeah.
So it kind of helps to make it plain and obvious.
Yeah.
Instead of like or like just the name Fresh Factory, it's like like do they bake here?
Yeah, and like low key, bro. Like next door to them, they have like a little bakery, and then across from it, they have a little donut shop. So there's a lot of like little bakeries around there.
Yeah, and you can probably smell it, huh? When you're in there.
Low key, bro. But what I smell the most is like DT Kirby's, because they're like 2 doors down from us.
Okay.
So like you be walking by, you're like, smell that food.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's cool. Like it's a cool environment. And they're in a good location. So hopefully it goes well for them, for us. And just. Oh,
that's exciting, man, because like Pablo said, Kevin did his first fade. Kevin was actually the first barber to ever cut my hair. That wasn't my mom.
Yeah.
And like I did the one style to where I just had my hair over.
To come over.
And up until I went bald, like that's how I kept it for like ever.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see that like he's been building all this up, and like you're kind of like following him in that journey with like just physical store locations now.
Yeah, because I remember, bro, like when I would go to him, he was down in the basement charging like $5.
Yeah.
Bro, and he low key had that place like booming, bro. There's people waiting to get haircuts and stuff.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how I heard about him, but it was around the time that it was coming up for like the day of Karen's quinceañera, and I honestly can't remember who told me about him, but I somehow got in contact with him and I set up an appointment, and I went and gave me my first fade, and I never looked back, dude.
Bro, same.
Yeah, it was so nice. And I remember sitting at the chair sometimes, and there'd be like 1 or 2 people in front of me, and you'd be like, "Hey, it's a wait." I'm like, "That's fine, I'll wait." And I'd wait like 2 or 3 hours just to get a haircut. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so I first heard of Kevin because his brother Neri, his older brother, he actually married my cousin. So then that's how I heard of him. Yeah, so then I was like, all right, Ben, like I'm gonna give this to a chance, and bro, been going to him since like as long as I could, before he started getting booked out. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. So when you started, did you learn by like YouTube videos, or you just kind of went like figured it out on your own, or did you have somebody to teach you?
So the guys at Fresh Factory, bro.
Oh, for real?
Like I would like shadow them, and
cool.
they would give me tips and tricks, and pick that up from there.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So I guess like I learned from them. Now I'm with them, and it's been a cool experience, man.
Yeah, and just from the outside looking in, I noticed that like the barber community up in Lafayette, everyone's super welcoming.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like no one's like, oh, you're you work at the other shop, your competition, you know, like,
Right, yeah.
everyone's just kind of like, oh, yo, what's up, man? And
Yeah,
like,
it's cool, bro. Like, you know, they say like barbers support other barbers.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's true.
yeah,
Yeah, like so, like over at Fresh Factory, before Executive Cuts opened up, you know, Ivan was a part of Fresh Factory. Rigo was a part of Fresh Factory, and so now I don't think there's like any like bad blood between them two or anything, like Kevin and Ivan, since they're both owners.
yeah,
But it's cool, like they're supportive, man. Like, you know, like I go get my haircut at Executive Cuts with Rigo, and like I don't feel weird, you know, being a part of Fresh Factory, but going and get my haircut with Rigo at a different shop.
place. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like it's cool, you know. I don't feel weird. No,
Yeah.
like I'm supporting Executive Cuts in a way, but like I'm also part of Fresh Factory.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't feel weird because like, you know, they're the homies, and so
Because they all like started at Fresh Factory.
yeah,
right?
bro. Yeah, literally, yeah. It was Kevin, Ivan, Rigo, Caesar, who else? David, and then Noah, Brandon, and all them guys. So
Dang, so you basically kind of like learned on your way while you were working with everybody.
yeah, like I would you know, stick to one guy one day and like watch how they did it, and they tell me, hey bro, like do this or do that.
Okay, so now when you finally started doing things on your own, does the shop work in a way to where like they have their own supplies to provide, or do you have to like buy your own clippers?
You buy
and all
your own
that?
clippers.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you know like which ones to buy? Because I've always I've had really bad experiences with clippers, just because I mean I get like Walmart brands. I don't know. Do you need like a specific license to buy really good clippers? This might be a dumb question because I know for Godin, she had like the hair stuff, like she needed a license to buy all the really good hair products, or is it just a matter of like knowing what to buy?
So there is a store in Lafayette. I'm sure it's here too. It's called Sally's Beauty Supply. It's that one's open to the public, so you don't need a license or anything. They do sell like barber supplies, cosmetology stuff, or just like whatever you need hair related. You can go in there and buy it publicly. There's other stores where like you do have to have like a license, but I've been in there with like the homies license, you know, like hey, bro, like here's a card or whatever, or, or I just give Kevin's number and like, oh yeah, you know, so and so, and I haven't had a problem with it, but yeah, they say that you do need a license to shop in there at some of them, but they don't really check. Yeah, so, but yeah, like if you're wanting to start off like get a good clipper, I'd say a basic good clipper would be the Wall Magic Clip. That would be like your best like starter clipper.
Okay, I don't know which one I have now. Oh, I do have a Wall product actually.
Yeah.
WAHL.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a Wall product, but I don't know what exactly like the magic, if it's a magic clip or not, because I bought it at Target, I think. But
For like what, like $50-$60?
yeah, it was like $50.
So it might be like a little trimmer or one of the cheaper clippers.
Because it's got like 2 extensions with it. One of them has, I might be using really wrong terminology here, but one of them has the clipper where you could set it to 11, like 9, 7, 5, 3, and then another one that does like the even numbers, and then it's got a 1 and a 2.
It sounds like it's one of the cheaper trim.
Yeah, because it sounds like it's just one attachment that has a bunch of different guards on it, and you just like flip through them.
Yeah, guards. That's what it is. Okay. So it's got like 2 attachments with guards, and then its own like separate guards. That's like a 1 and a 2, and then obviously just like the razor or whatever the blade,
the trimmer.
The trimmer.
So like the trimmer is on the back side of it. It's like a 2-in-1.
No.
I'm about to ask her to go get it right now.
Yeah, look, if I go get it.
Yeah. I have the Wall Seniors, and I've been wanting to learn how to come out hair,
bro.
But I feel like that's like a whole challenge.
I've thought about it, bro, but like,
yeah,
I don't know, like I couldn't do it, because you got to look in one mirror and look through the other mirror.
Yeah.
And if you fuck your shit up, bro, you
gotta
figure it out.
Yeah.
You gotta figure it out.
Like if you're looking at the mirror and you try to move right and your hand somehow moves left, and you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, because I mean, not a good job, but I do my own beard, like just the lineup and stuff, and like getting here sometimes I get tripped out looking in the mirror, because I have like the medicine cabinet that I'll flip open, and I'll look at the medicine cabinet, and I'll look at the bathroom mirror through the medicine cabinet to like get this back part here, and sometimes I fuck myself up, but I've done it so much that I'm good at it now.
Right.
And there's these, I think it's called like the self-cut system.
Yeah.
You like attach it to a door, and it has like
It folds out.
yeah. with like LED lights on it. Yeah, and I thought about getting those, and just learning how to come out hair.
Bro, it's definitely hard.
Dude, I don't even like fuck with getting this part.
Bro, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, like during COVID, dude, I was like, I had my equipment at home with me and stuff. I'm like, I'm trying to cut my hair because at that time, like nobody was cutting. If they were, it was low key.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna try it, bro. I put the clipper up to myself. I was like, nah, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right.
You didn't even try?
No, bro.
Oh,
I was like, I'm just gonna pay whatever they're charging to go get my haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, bro, like, yeah, like, shout out to who everybody cuts their own hair because it's hard.
Yeah, dude. And it probably takes a long time too.
It does, like,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some people say it takes like an hour to 2 hours. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it'd probably take me close to 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Just because one, I don't know how to cut hair.
Bro, it takes me like 40 minutes to do this, and I'm fucking bald. I couldn't imagine doing like
Fades. Yeah. Dang. 40 minutes?
Yeah, well, that's on my own fault because I let it grow out a little long sometimes. So like I have to go over it 2 or 3 times because the thing that I use gets like clogged with all the hair, and I have to wash it out and everything.
Yeah.
So I have to go over it a couple times. That's why it takes me so long.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then I have to call over Gabby and be like, "Hey, did I miss a spot?"
Yeah.
Can't see back here. I'm like, damn. Yeah.
How long have you been doing it?
Doing my own like.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Ever since I went bald, bro. Oh, that was last year.
I think almost a year.
Last summer. No, that can't be right. 2 summers ago.
2 summers ago.
Yeah.
So now you're like,
Oh, pro. Bro.
yeah.
It still takes me that long though. But normally it takes me that long because I always, when I shave my head, I also do my beard.
Right.
But it's nothing like crazy. I just fucking do 7, 5, 3, and then I try to go up to a bald here. I've had issues to where I don't have like those really fancy razors that you can just like scuff it off. I use like an actual razor.
Okay.
I just do that.
Yeah.
And sometimes I cut myself. So usually it takes me about 40 minutes, but I've been used to being super careful about what I use on my head because it can get very bumpy if I use like the wrong like type of shaving gel.
Yeah.
And especially when I first started, because when I first started, I have this like 3-ball. I don't know if it's called a razor necessarily, but it's just like a thing that you put on your head and it just shaves all of it.
Electric shaver.
Yeah. And when I first went bald, I would use that to start with, and then after I would use like a razor to like shave my head, and that took so long, and I had to be so like tedious with it, so I didn't have, like cut my head, and my head would be so like irritated afterwards.
Yeah.
So now I just use the 3 head like on there, and I don't use a razor on my head besides like my neck and like the parts that are indented that can't really get with the other one.
Yeah, because like I know like if it's a new client where I'm cutting up and they have like a beard, the bottom of your neck can be a sensitive area. So before like I hit it with the trimmer,
mine gets hella bumpy and itchy.
Yeah, so like before I hit it with the trimmer or the shaver, I'm like, hey bro, like is it cool if I use the shaver on you? Because I know some people get irritated and it gets really bumpy.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, bro, you're good. Go ahead and use it. Or some people are like, nah, bro, like I do get irritated. So try to get as close as you can with the trimmer.
Yeah, with me, when I get my most irritation is with a razor. When I like actually shave.
Yeah.
But I have the Andes.
Yeah, Andes.
Yeah. And the electric shaver.
Yeah.
And I go through it with the walls and just kind of like cut it, or no, the just trimmers, and I'll take it down, and then I'll go through with that to get it close, and then I won't get nearly as much, if any. But man, dude, something like when I shave, like here, it's red, it's irritated, and it's all bumpy.
Yeah.
And that's like, honestly, probably like one of the main reasons I even have a beard, because I don't like how it like doesn't fill in, and it's like lighter up here and all that shit, but. I just would rather have this than all the irritation on my skin.
Yeah, and then it looks like,
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Dude, like, like for him, like, like being bald in the beard, like, I feel like if you're gonna go bald, you at least gotta have a beard.
I'm
Dude,
saying,
gotta have a
right?
beard.
Can you imagine me without a beard, bro? I'd
Bro.
look like a fucking egghead.
Yeah, dude. We got to do something and have you lose a challenge, so and then shave off your
Dude,
beard.
that'd be a whole YouTube video.
Yeah, yeah.
If I'm shaving my beard off, it's going on YouTube. I'm gonna try and get some views, bro.
Yeah, damn. That would look super weird though.
It would feel super weird because I've had my beard ever since I went. Well, even before I went bald, so I haven't shaved my beard like too completely off for like 4 or 5 years.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I've trimmed it, but I've never like gone back to fully shaving
Right.
it. So going without it feels super weird, bro. I hate how I look without a
Really?
beard, to be honest.
What about you?
I've had a beard since like I was in the 8th grade, bro.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was that guy, bro.
Social studies.
Full beard. Yeah, because like
He's just trimming his beard in the middle of class.
yeah, so I had a beard in the
Oh,
8th
snap.
grade, and then since then I've shaved it a few times, maybe like a handful of times, and I've hated it every time. Bro. I'm like, why did I do this? Look like a whole child now.
yeah. Like you think it's a good idea, and as soon as you do it, you're like, "Fuck."
Yeah, literally, bro. You're like,
Yeah.
and you're sitting there, you're thinking you're playing with your beard, but you're playing with your bare face.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Shit, where'd it go?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know, man. I don't think I'll ever shave again.
So the last time you shaved was when you were pretty much a teenager.
It was maybe 2-3 years ago. That was the last time I like fully shaved.
You did it, and you're like, "Why'd I do this?"
Bro, yes. I was like, fuck.
Does it take you long to grow it out?
Not really.
No.
Cause like, bro, my hair grows back so fast.
That's
Like, I just got a haircut like earlier today.
Yeah.
By tomorrow, I'll feel stubble.
Oh,
shit!
Yeah,
snap.
bro. So I'm like, fuck, bro.
Yeah.
And that's why I started getting haircuts every week, bro.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention that. Like, how is it getting a haircut every single week? Is there like a day that Tuesdays are my haircut days?
So I usually go Thursdays. Cause like I'll get out of class and then I'll go get my haircut and then I'll go pick up my son from school. So I'll get that little time in between those two things. So I'll go get my haircut and I go every Thursday, man.
Dang. So
Yeah.
I mean, well, I guess you kind of have to do it because if you're a barber, you gotta look fresh as fuck, right?
In a way, yeah.
In a way.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, like ever since like cause before I started cutting hair, dude, I wouldn't get my haircut like maybe like once a month. Yeah, it was like once a month, and then it turned into 2 weeks, and then it went from 2 weeks to 1 week, and then yeah, like I don't like something about feeling that stubble which like bothers me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I get you. That's why I have a hat on right now. Because
Take it off. Take it
I
off.
haven't got a haircut in a little bit, and it's not that bad, but I don't like how it looks.
yeah.
Grown out. I did try to go like let it grow out a little while back, but I'm balding up here. And it looked weird with long hair, and it just made it look more prevalent. So, but yeah, I used to get a haircut every week too when I was in the military because it was literally mandatory.
Right.
And when I got out, I was like, you know what? Maybe not every week, maybe every 2 weeks. And I started doing that, but then for a little bit, I just didn't go. And I miss getting my haircut every week, dude. Because you always look fresh.
It's a habit, bro. It turns into a
Yeah,
habit. People are
yeah.
like, they'll ask me like, bro, like when do you like how often do you get your haircut? I'm like, every week.
Yeah, it's like a self-care thing
Yeah,
almost, you know?
Yeah, like
yeah.
it just turns into a habit, and you get used to it, and you know you feel good, you look good.
So do you always get the same cut?
Yeah,
Because I
Mid
always
to
switch
high
mine
fade,
up, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I get the every time I go to Rico, he's like, same thing, bro. I'm like, same thing.
That's what's up. Do you use any product for your beard?
I bought some. I used them maybe like a handful of times.
Okay.
And then I was like, like
But
me.
it's not like a routine thing.
No, it's some more like if I'm going out somewhere, like somewhere important, I'll throw something in, like some beard balm or oil.
Nice.
It's like occasionally.
Yeah, I gotta use it every beard wash in the shower, and then I use Honest Amish beard oil afterwards. Because if not, I have really coarse hair,
Yeah.
and it just like stabs my skin.
Yeah.
So I have to. If I don't do it for like 2 days, I pretty much have to restart my whole process.
Gotcha.
Damn.
Yeah.
I've always wondered how the people with like really long beards have it like so like moisturized and like long at the same time. Because whenever I start growing mine out, I have the issue to where like hairs are just like fucking everywhere. And I bought a comb and started combing it, and it like changed for like maybe a couple hours, but it went back. Is there any like products that help with like just keeping your hair down like that, or is that just something that like, oh, that's how my hair is?
I would say the beard oil and the beard oil and the beard balm. I mean, There was one that Neri had used on me, Kevin's brother. He used on me last week because I got cut by him. And, bro, surprisingly, like, you could still see the shine to it. Like, it was still nice and wet.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was, so this guy, he makes his own beard oils. And I guess he had stopped by the shop and, like, every other little barbershop or, like, beauty salon in downtown.
Yeah.
And he gave out some samples, and he tried it on me. I'm like, bro, this smells fire. What is it? And he told me that some guy had dropped it off.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, cool. Like, I got home, and a few hours later, I was in the shower. I looked in the mirror. Bro, you could still see the shine to it. I was like, man, this is some good stuff. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, it just really depends on, like, you got to find out what works for you, what you like.
Because I tried using, like, I think it was some balm that I got at Target. I shop at Target a lot. And it was, I don't know, I probably was using it wrong, but I was, like, rubbing it in my hands, and it still had, like, small, like, bumps in the balm or whatever, and I put it on my beard, and it still had the bumps on it, and I just, like, washed it out. And then it looked a little, like, it looked better, but I ended up not using it just because I thought I was using it wrong, and I never took the time to actually Google it. But now I have this, like, spray that I spray on my hands, mix together, and then put on my beard, and that usually keeps it nice and moisturized and, like, pretty soft. Yeah. So that's what I've been sticking to. I just didn't know if there was, like combing your beard really affected anything or not.
So, like, when I do put on like a beard balm or the oil, I'll put the balm on and I'll brush it in, and then I'll take the oil, rub it in my hands, and just kind of like dab it on there, you know. Yeah. And then take a brush again and just brush it down. So that's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Do you ever think about growing your beard out a lot longer than that?
I've tried to, bro, but you know when you wake up in the mornings, you sit on one side. They're just going like this. I think I have had a little bit longer than this, but I don't know, man. Like, I've thought about it, like, trying to grow it out, see how long it could get, but I know it would just, like, bother me in some way.
Yeah, that's how I am. Because mine, I've had it just a little longer than this, and I have the same issue where it just kind of, like, sticks up randomly and I can't get it down. But I feel that's just the awkward phase, and I can't get past that awkward phase to once it gets, like, longer and heavier to where it just starts laying down.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
How long have you tried it? Have you had it, I guess?
So right now I can pull it's like here, right about maybe like twice, like 2.5 times longer than this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty long.
Yeah. It just, I don't know. It's cool, but I don't like I said, it doesn't fill in here how I want it to, and then this, like, it's like bald. There's like nothing here.
Have you tried like that Rogaine stuff or anything like that?
No, I haven't.
Or like the roller?
No, I haven't.
I know
those actually work.
I know some people who actually have tried it and
it's worked.
It's worked, bro. Like, my brother, low key, like, all he could grow is just like the mustache, and then he started doing it when he had gone away for college. He came back. I was like, oh shit, when did you get a beard? Yeah. I mean, it wasn't full or anything, but it definitely did grow in, like, a lot more. And it's a thing where, like, you gotta stay consistent with it. You gotta do it every day. You gotta do a routine with it. And like, there's a few people that I know that have had tried it and it has worked for them. So I guess it does work.
I've always wondered if that actually worked.
The Rogaine?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always told myself once I have, like, money, I'm just gonna get a transplant, bro.
The transplant?
Yeah, like a beard transplant.
That's what I told myself with, like, my head hair, but I don't know if I want to go back to having.
I don't know, bro. I think bald looks good on you.
I think I like it, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have to. All I have to worry about is my beard.
Yeah.
That's not really too much maintenance.
Right. Yeah.
I just gotta wake up, shave everything off, and I'm good.
Quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a kind of controversial question for you.
All right.
And you don't really have to go into it too much if you don't want to.
All right.
But as far as, like, clients go, what has been, like, your worst experience with a client?
Yeah, that's a good one. Can't really say that I've had a bad experience. I think I've had one client where he told me he wanted something, so I did it for him. And I guess it was not what he was trying to explain. So this client's hair, he's not a waver or anything. His hair is just naturally wavy. And I think he would go to Kevin and he would cut him up. And he said the guy said he wanted to go pretty short on top. I'm like, all right, well, how short do you want to go? And he's like, oh, I'm not too sure, but I know I want to go short. I'm like, all right, well, we'll start with a 2-guard, and if you want to go shorter than that, we'll go shorter. So I was going with the grain. So with the grain is like going down with the hair, and then against the grain is you're going upwards. So we were going with the grain, and he's like, all right, let's go shorter than that. I'm like, all right, cool. Slap the 1.5 on. Went down with the grain with it. He goes, I want to go shorter than that. I'm like, next one down is the 1-guard.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, like, that's a good length. I'm like, bro, like, that's going to be pretty short. Like, it's wavelength. And we get done with the haircut, and then he's looking in the mirror. He's like, bro, why does it look like I'm balding? I'm like,
oh, my
bro.
God.
I'm like, bro, like, I told you, bro, it's going to be short. And he wasn't, like, too happy with it. Like, the fact that you could see, like, little spots on his hair. I'm like, bro, like, he's told me you wanted to go short. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess that's, like, the worst one that I've had. And he's like, he liked the cut, but he didn't like the fact that he was so short. Like, where, like, I guess you could see, like, little dense spots. He's like, bro, it looks like I'm balding. I'm like, bro, you kind of are. I'm like, bro, you told me you wanted to go shorter.
Yeah.
And then Nary was at that time Nary was cutting next to me. I'm like, bro, like, like, what the fuck, Yeah. And he's like, yeah, bro, like, just do this, do that. And then so I did, and I was like, yeah. I guess he wasn't too happy with the haircut. And then he's like, oh, like, at the end of the service, he's like, oh, how much? I'm like, bro, don't even worry about it. If you're not happy with the haircut, don't even worry about it. So you got a free haircut out of it. But and it's fair, if a client is not satisfied with it, like, I'm not gonna charge them.
Like, legitimately, not like, oh, dude, I'm not paying for this, or like, I don't like my haircut, I'm walking out.
No, he didn't say anything like that. Like, he was willing to pay, and I'm like, bro, like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, and you could see that he was actually just, for whatever reason, didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, like, he did like the haircut, but he just didn't like the fact that it was so short up top.
Got it.
So I was like, bro, like, you told me you want to go shorter.
I am a victim of that.
Yeah.
I've told my barber to go a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
My dumbass wasn't wearing glasses. As soon as they were done, I'm like,
yeah, like, I'll ask, like wavers. Like, he wasn't a waver. His hair is just naturally wavy.
Okay.
But wavers, bro, like, they take care of their hair because it's a lot of brushing.
Yeah,
so
it's a lot of maintenance for that.
So like, you got to put, like, if you put product in your hair, you gotta brush the shit out of it. Or like, they're literally brushing their hair all day, every day, bro.
Yeah.
So with them, I'm like, all right, like, I'm gonna start off with a 1.5, or a 1.5, and then I'll show them, like, hey, bro, like, is this a good length? And then, like, all right, do you want to go lower? I'm like, all right, bro, like, are you sure? Are you sure? I don't want to fuck up hair because, like, bro, when you have waves, it's a lot of work, man.
Yeah.
So they're very proud of their hair. They put a lot of time into it. I'm like, all right, bro, like, so this is what you wanted.
As you're doing it, you're like, this is all you, man.
Yeah. But no, most is like wavelength is like a 1-guard. It'll be a 1-guard, so it gets that short, and it makes the waves pop out a lot more.
Oh, interesting.
You had mentioned going against the grain and with the grain. What's the difference?
So with the grain, it's gonna cut less, I want to say, and then against the grain, it's gonna get a lot more of the hair.
I guess that makes sense because with the grain, it's like laying down already.
It's laying down, yeah.
So
and
you're essentially just cutting the pieces that stick up.
And with wavers, like, since their hair grows, like, it lays, like, on their scalp, you want to go with the grain. Because if you go against the grain, you're gonna fuck it up.
Off,
and it's gonna ruin the the way their hair grows. So then they're gonna have to restart the whole process.
Oh, that's pain.
Yeah, bro.
Jeez.
Yeah, so it's at first, when I first started cutting hair, bro, like, doing, like, waves and, like, coarse hair, like, it was one of my biggest fears, I guess you could say. Because their hair is like, every stroke you do with the machine, you gotta brush the hair down. Because every pass you make, the hair curls up. So you gotta make a pass and then literally brush the hair down. And it's like that throughout the whole haircut.
So it's just more time consuming just because you're doing more.
Yeah, so you're literally like doing a pass, and then you're brushing the hair down again, and then you're over it to get that hair that curled up.
Dang, so it's super tedious.
Yeah, but I mean, now that I've done more and I feel like comfortable with it, it's probably one of my favorite hair textures to do.
Is it like a high risk, high reward type of deal?
Yeah,
Yeah, to where it's like super hard to do, but once you get it down and the end product, it just looks so good. Yeah,
so, like,
I get you.
I would talk to like an area. I'm like, bro, like my next client, he's like, he has coarse hair, wavy hair, or whatever. It's like, bro, honestly, like once you get the hang of it, it's easy. It's it's like it's one of my favorite haircuts to do. So I'm like,
okay, bet.
and then I started doing more, and yeah, bro, it's not that bad once you start doing more and you get more comfortable with it.
Yeah. Dang. Well, so you're obviously very busy doing being a barber and like working second shift and then like all your dad duties and all that. You have any like off hobbies that you do to kind of just something that you're interested in that is in a different realm?
Dude, lately, like since I got into the shop, like all my weekends have been like being at the shop. So
just focusing on that craft.
Yeah, bro, just working all the time.
Nice.
And then like when I do like take like a Sunday off or something, like bro, I just want to relax.
Yeah, just hang out.
Yeah, working at Subaru throughout the week and then going to the shop. It's like, bro, I just want to relax for a day.
You ride motorcycles?
So I did have a bike about 2 summers. No, I sold it a year ago.
Oh, okay.
And then I picked up a dirt bike off my buddy that needed rebuilt. So we got that going. And this past summer, like we'd go out to his in-laws' property. So
that's cool.
there, yeah. But yeah, definitely do hope to this coming summer to get a lot more seat time in.
Okay. Is that what it's called, seat time?
Yeah. Seat time.
Yeah.
Need some more seat time.
Yeah. So how's that? Like you ever like fall off and like bust something? Or are you just really comfortable riding?
On the Harley, I did fall once. So I was riding with my buddy, and the way we were going to our other buddy's house to drop some stuff off, and the way I thought we were going to go straight.
Okay.
And we were right next to each other, and I didn't know he was going to want to turn right. Bro. And I didn't see his turn signal, so light turns green, and I thought we were going straight.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I see him just kind of start turning. I'm like, fuck. So I hit my brakes, and I didn't have enough time to react and get on my rear brake. So I freaked out, and I got on my front brake, and it locked up the front wheel. And I kind of just like fell over. Luckily, we weren't going like
fast.
Yeah, or anything. It was like we were just taking off from the stoplight.
Yeah.
So I fell, busted up the side of the tank and one of my rear turn signals, and that was pretty much about it. Like it was nothing major, but like,
yeah. Well, it's good you didn't get hurt,
right?
bro.
Yeah, the worst thing I got on myself was like a scrape on my knee. Bro. I was like, what were you thinking? Like, it would have made sense if we were to go straight instead of turning right.
Turning right there.
He's like, yeah, bro, my bad. I just wanted to take the longer way. I'm like,
somebody should have told me.
No, I was like, yeah, like I couldn't see his turning signal or anything because like I was right next to him, and me thinking, oh, we're gonna go straight.
Mm-hmm.
But instead he took a right turn. I'm like, fuck.
I've always had really mixed feelings for motorcycles because my uncle, my dad's brother, he rode a motorcycle sometime in his 20s, I think, and he had an accident where like he lost his leg.
Oh shit.
So like our uncle owned a motorcycle and would want to like take us out sometimes, and my dad was like, no, absolutely not, like you're not getting on that motorcycle.
Right.
Yeah. So, Edwin Magallanes.
Yeah, that's the homie.
Yeah. So he's our cousin, and
shit. Damn.
Yeah. His dad and my mom are cousins. I'm pretty sure is the way that's working out.
His dad absolutely hates bikes.
Yeah.
He hates bikes.
Yeah. Oh, I bet, bro. I bet.
He's like, I remember he had buying a street bike, and he was telling me that his dad said, if I see that bike, I'm kicking you out and throwing that shit away or something like
Dude,
that.
I remember that. Going over to his house as kids, his dad would always like cuss him out and be like, why are you getting on that fucking bike again?
Yeah. So he I got ballsy one time and I went against like my mom and dad's will, and Edwin had one of those like, little pocket bikes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And where he lived on the street, it was like just a little bit over, and it was like a straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I got on it and I was riding, and I feel like I was doing all right. And then at one point I lost control and I didn't know how to control the bike, and I tried to stop it, but I ended up just going faster. Because when you're riding, you go like this, right? You crank it back to go faster. But I thought it was cranked back to brake. So I went like this, and I went fast, and I went, oh shit, and I fell on the grass because I was like on the end of the road. But after that, I walked back with it. I went back to his house, and like that was the first last time I ever touched a bike.
Yeah, I enjoy riding, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I can see how it can be fun.
When I had my bike, like I would just like go out and ride. I would ride to work from work. Sometimes I would take like on the way back from work, I would take a longer way.
Just
like
to ride a little
yeah,
bit
because like I would get off work like at anywhere from 1 to 3 in the morning, and at that time nobody's out, so you have an open road to yourself, and you're just vibing, like it's cool. Yeah, like, bro. Like I had a headset, and like I would hear music, and I was just like, bro,
let's go.
Yeah, like I would just cruise empty roads.
Yeah, I would do the same working at Chick-fil-A in high school. I'd do like open and closes, and sometimes we would get off at midnight or like 1 in the morning. And I would do the same thing. I had a 2004 Impala, and then I would just crank the music up, turn down all the windows, and just drive slow and take the long way home.
Best.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
the best.
Yeah, smell like chicken and all that stuff.
Sleep, bro.
Yeah. I almost hit the light post by Jeff one time.
No shit.
Because I was driving and I fell asleep, and then I woke up and like this is the light post, and my car was like right here, like right up on it. And I woke up and I was, oh shit, and I yanked the wheel the other way, and I like spun in the middle of the road, and I was like, that woke me up.
Yeah.
But that's only like 5 minutes from my house, so I chilled out the rest of the way home.
Yeah.
But I think that's one of the last times I did it open and close, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I got freaked out.
There was one time, bro, he was driving us home from work because we worked at the same place at Chick-fil-A when we were in high school. And I think it was a Saturday, and we had gotten off at 2. We were both, like, super tired. He was driving because I was still too young to drive. And we were at the light right next to Tecumseh. And, dude, this man was literally falling asleep in the driver wheel. And, like, I was falling asleep, too, so I didn't even notice him moving. And then next thing I know, he flinches this way because he was, like, halfway already on the other side, like, on the opposite lane.
Right.
And when he flinched, I woke up because I was falling asleep, too. And we both just sat there in silence, like, damn.
That really just happened.
Yeah. Like, we're like, damn, that really just happened. At the same time, we're like, fuck, I'm done.
Not even going to say we're just focused on getting home.
Yeah, just go.
Yeah. That happened to me a lot when I was younger, but I'm good about it now. Just even if I'm tired, just staying awake.
Yeah.
It's like a superpower I developed.
Like I remember, like when we work 10-hour days, we'd get off at 3 in the morning, and sometimes it's like a 20-minute drive from me from home to work, and sometimes like I'll be halfway home, like start dozing off.
Yeah.
But when I would ride to work, it was like it was relaxing. Like I wasn't tired or anything. Just that wind hitting you. It was nice. I definitely do miss having a bike, like street legal.
Did you ever join like a biker community to where you guys would all get together and just ride?
No, but I did have buddies who did have bikes. So like we'd go like after work, we're like, hey, like in a group chat, like, hey, like where we going? What's the move? You know, sometimes we'd go out and just hit campus, do a lap, and then pretty much just ride all over Lafayette, dude. It'd be like we'd go off at 1 in the morning, and we'd get home like at 4 in the morning. Just fucking around, digging around. Yeah. We'd go to campus, you know, just hit go right over by the Rose Stadium, right? The basketball stadium. Yeah, we'd ride around.
I don't
there.
know much about Purdue, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so we'd go by over there and then just like ride back into town, and then we'd stop somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, just chill, but it's definitely a good time. Definitely do miss that.
Is there like because you guys are riding, so like no one's talking to each other, right?
So at that time we had headsets there.
I was just about to ask about that.
Bro,
Yeah.
Like drivers?
Yeah, bro, like it was lit. Like, so like you could like listen to music and talk at the same time.
That's dope.
Bro. Like we were all just like fucking mobbing.
Yeah. Just laughing the whole time as you're riding.
It's a good time, bro. Like, and then like we'd go through campus and like you know there'd be cops out there. I'm like, oh, cop on your right or cop up ahead, you know. But yeah, it's fucking dope.
It sounds like fun. Not
Bro,
gonna lie.
it is. It's fun, dude.
Yeah, because we would do that, but with like bicycles
Uh-huh.
around our neighborhood. We would leave like at breakfast, and we wouldn't come back. We would come back to eat, and then leave again until like it got dark, and then we would go back home during the summertime. We just ride around. Like we would play this game where it was we would play like tag on the bikes, and I would give him like I'd count to 100, and he'd go right off into the neighborhood, and he would ride the neighborhood, and then I'd be like riding trying to find him, and if I found him, I had to ride up to him and like hit him like that while we were on
As soon
bike.
as I saw him fucking start early, our legs
fun.
after that, man, were like massive.
Bro, fucking workout.
Yeah. But as kids, it's just fun, you know. You're not thinking about it. Now, if I do that, like one sprint, I'm like, bro, I'm done. Let's get out of here. But yeah, it's fun. So I can understand a little bit of the riding aspect, but I don't know. It's cool. It's just because my dad beat it into my head as a kid that it's dangerous. Like personally, I don't think I'd get on one.
Yeah, like bro, like Edwin's dad, he hates bikes, bro.
Yeah,
he's like, because I ride dirt bikes with them. It's me, Edwin, and our other buddy Manny. We'll go out to Manny's father-in-law's property and we'll ride out there. And even to this day, Edwin says that his dad doesn't like his bikes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
See, but I feel like doing dirt bikes is a little safer though than street bikes, because you like gear up at all, like put on pads.
No, like a helmet, and then like I guess like a helmet, gloves, and if you want to throw on like your gear or whatever. But.
Yeah. Because generally, from what I've seen, most people who ride dirt bikes have like knee pads, elbow pads, and stuff like that. I feel like it's more acceptable.
Yeah.
You know, versus like if you're out just riding on the street on a street legal bike, a lot of people would just go on like t-shirts and jeans.
Right.
Like no one's wearing like long sleeves or any kind of pads.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely like if you fall off like a dirt bike down like a jump on, you're gonna fuck your shit up.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, like when we go out to the property and ride out there, we just helmet and some gloves or something.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's a good time, dude. Like I truly do enjoy riding. It's therapeutic.
I can see how that's really therapeutic. Honestly, I'd like to do it, but like Pablo said, our dad engraved it to our head. Like I saw my uncle with one leg, and I'm like, I don't know.
Fuck, dude, that's rough.
This.
Yeah. I think he was only like 20.
Oh, really?
Around like in his early 20s when that happened.
Dude.
Yeah.
Like I seen this video on TikTok. This guy was in a bike accident, and I want to say he lost both his legs. Oof. And then he had to get prosthetic ones. And he got prosthetic legs, bro, and he's still riding.
Oh, for real? Even with prosthetics?
Yeah, bro. I'm like, that's fucking dope.
At this point,
you love the game,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I feel like once you truly enjoy something.
Sounds good, baby.
See you, Karen. Good seeing you.
Bye, Karen.
Yeah, just let me know whenever you guys go make a trip down there. All righty, take care.
Yeah, it's her bath time. It's past her bath time. Damn. But yeah, dude. How often do you go ride? Like once a month or something like that?
Probably.
Just whenever it comes up.
Whenever it comes up. Like our buddy Manny, he's had a baby too. So, now he's a dad, so now he's busier. So he doesn't have much free time. But
Dude, your son is lucky because he has free haircuts for the rest of his life. Unless you start charging.
Once he gets a job, you're like, hey, pay up. Like that.
I definitely do take care of him. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that you give him his cuts.
Yeah.
You give him a haircut every week? Or you...
When I have him, I'll try to.
Yeah. Yeah, do you try to do something like different every time, or you have the look that you like on him and you just do that every time?
He gets the same thing.
Yeah,
even if
nice.
It's like for a while, I was taking him with me with Rigo, so he gets the same thing.
Got it.
And then when I have him, and if I have time, I'll cut his hair.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Does he ever tell you that he has like a specific preference of how he likes his hair, or you're just like, nah, man, you're getting this?
Bro, I've tried to like. I've asked him like, you want to grow a mullet? He's like, no, because his uncle he used to have one. His is pretty long. I'm like, you want to grow a mullet like your Uncle John? He goes, no. And like, what if we do like a taper or something? He goes, no. I'm like, you want a bald fade then? I was like, he's like, yeah, bald fade. And he's like, put the little part in. I'm like, all right, man, if that's what you want.
Yeah,
so he knows what he wants already.
That's cool. Yeah. It'd be funny seeing him with a mullet though.
It'd be weird for me because, like, ever since he was 1, he started getting his haircuts with me. So it'd be like every 2 weeks. and then every week. So I've never really seen him with long hair. Like right now, it's probably been about 2 weeks. I want to say it's before New Year's we got a haircut with Rigo.
Yeah.
And since then he hasn't had one, so Friday for sure he is getting a haircut.
He's getting a haircut.
Yeah,
nice.
He's starting to look a little bit weird. I'm like, bro, you need a haircut. Like I picked him up today as from school, and I was like, bro, you need a haircut. He goes, I know.
Yeah. He's like, I'm with you. He's like, come on, Dad.
Yeah.
Cut my hair.
Yeah. So yeah, Friday for sure. I'll pick him up sometime throughout the day after school and just cut his hair.
Nice.
He's starting to look a little funky.
Yeah.
You had mentioned earlier about going to barber school and that you literally just started this week?
Yeah, yesterday, dude, was my first day.
Nice. So going where, what am I trying to get here? So like going to barber school, where can that put you differently from where you are now and just cutting hair? Like, do you plan on maybe going like Kevin's route and trying opening up your own shop like that, or?
I've thought about it, and it's something I would like to do in the future, like open up my own shop and be independent. But as of now, like get this school stuff out of the way and grow as much as I can with Kevin. And then when the time comes, I'm like, hey, bro, like appreciate the opportunity, but I think it's time for me to do my own thing.
Yeah, and I feel like there's no like you said earlier, there's no like bad blood.
Yeah.
Because then you go do your own thing, or like let's say you go to another shop, that just allows a new guy coming in, learning how to be a barber, or just somebody new to join his shop, you know, and just add a different twist, add a different, you know, like just build that community there.
Yeah. So I mean, it's, you know, like Kevin, he's like a really cool guy. He, if you're serious about it and show him that you're serious, he'll give you a shot.
Yeah.
And that's what he did with me. So he really pushed me. He's like, hey, bro, like if you want to do this full time, like go get your license.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, bet. And then here I am now. Going to
Yeah,
barber
yesterday
school.
was your first day.
First day, yeah.
Nice.
So,
Is that challenging, or since you kind of already, like, is it one of those things where you know how to cut hair, but now you're learning a bunch of background information that you otherwise you wouldn't have known?
yeah, I mean, like I'm learning something new every day. So like when I had orientation, the teacher and the instructor, he was like, hey, like I know you already know how to cut. I know you're familiar with this and this. I'm gonna see you as because I guess at school they have like freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors.
Okay.
Even though you're a freshman, I'm gonna see you as a senior, since you already know what you're doing.
Right.
But you'll be a freshman, so
Okay.
that way I won't have to be worried about you so much and have to look over my shoulder for you because you already know what you're doing.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, cool. Like,
So then, like, are you learning like basics as far as like what to do if somebody's got like lice and they come in, or like they got hella bumps or like moles on their head, like how to take care of that?
okay, first of all, if you have lice, I'm not cutting you up.
You're like, get
Sorry,
out of my
bro,
chair.
I'm not cutting you up.
Shave it all, bro.
You go somewhere else, bro. I'm not cutting you up.
Yeah.
But yeah, like yesterday we did shampooing and sectioning the hair in 4 parts. So that's all we really did.
Okay.
But yeah, like dude, it's like you're gonna learn something new every day, or if you know how to do it, like you're still gonna learn it. Maybe do how to do it the right way, but it's just a learning experience.
So do you have like clocking hours that you have to put in through that?
So for the whole course, it's 1,500 hours, and then it's Monday through Wednesday, and you're there. I'm there from 8:30 to 2:30, but the class doesn't really start till like 9:15. So he gives you a leadway from 8:30 to 9:15. At 9:15, you have to be there, and then if you're like not busy or doing anything towards 2:30, he'll leave like at 1:30 or 2 o'clock. Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure he'll give you like the full hours for that day.
Okay.
Yeah, like yesterday, bro, I was the first one there yesterday because like, yeah, cause class starts at 8:30. I'm like, all right, cool. I got there at 8:30. There's no one there besides the teacher. and then the second guy showed up. He showed up like around 8:40. And cause I mean, even before then, he told us that he'd give us some leadway, but like class started at 9:15. So I'm there at 8:30, you know, just chilling, waiting on everybody else. And sure enough, like around 9 o'clock, everybody started rolling in. And then towards the end of the day, they got some walk-ins, I guess you would say. And everybody took care of them. And since we don't have our equipment yet, he was kind of like, hey, like, you guys don't have to stay. You guys can leave like at 1:30. So we dipped out of there. It was a chill little day. Did some book work. Gave us a book. They're like, yeah, we're on chapter 9. Eventually, you guys are gonna have to start from chapter 1 and catch up. So now I gotta do some book work, and I absolutely hate book work.
Yeah.
So I guess I have that going.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, thank you for coming. I like how you're going with all this haircut stuff.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. It's cool because it's something that you started on your own. You know what I mean? And now you're going to school for it after already knowing how to cut.
Right.
And like you have the whole career path with it, which is dope. I've said this before, I think on the podcast, where I feel like Lafayette is like breeding and like creating all these really great barbers.
Yeah.
Because through Fresh Factory and now through Executive Cuts, there's so many people that are just learned by themselves.
Yeah.
And then go get their license.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool seeing like all the young guys come up, like Victor's brother Carlos. Shout out to him. He's pretty nice with it, man. Like he's a younger guy, but he's pretty nice with it. He does some nice fades.
Yeah, I see the stuff he puts on social media.
Yeah, he's nice with it. He's a cool dude. He's a younger guy, but he's definitely putting work in.
Yeah. Well, thank you, bro. I appreciate you coming on.
You guys having me, man.
Yeah, we're portable, so if one day we can do it and you can't come down, we can try and make arrangements to come up to go up. But we'd love to have you on if you ever want to come back on.
Bro, let me know when.
For sure. All right, man. Well, with that being said, I almost dropped the mic, dude.
I'm trying to deep throw the mic over here. That being said,
okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow him on socials. It's Platinum Cuts, right, on Instagram.
Yeah, it's _ Platinum Cuts _ I'll just leave it in the description or something.
Yeah. I'll put it on there, bro. Nice. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and stay tuned for the next episode.
Peace.